Sorry about that. Alright, welcome back to another video, guys. I promised you one today, so I'm going to give you another one. I'm going to try to do it every Friday, Saturday, maybe Sundays, we'll see. So, we're going to start, this is just for this week, because I got this thing. But, if you don't know what this thing is, it's the 75th anniversary Captain America shield. I think it's awesome. I highly recommend you guys go get one. It's amazing. I love it so much. Anywho, put a description, or a link down in the description below. You guys can look at that. It's pretty great. But every Friday I'm going to start to do reviews on the Walking Dead episodes and how I think. I did it just because, or today, just because I had this, and I promised you guys whenever this came out, first, that's when I would do the review of that. And that's what I did. So first off, I got Daryl's crossbow here for our little... Now, I don't know if I'm going to do this every episode with all the Walking Dead stuff in the background, too. You got, like, a little trivia box and a game and all the seasons except for the 7th one that I don't have yet. I need to get it, though. And then you got Lucille here. Just a little hunting knife. It's not real, it's plastic. Rick's revolver. Painted. And then just a shotgun that is used to kill walkers. Then I'm wearing Daryl's infamous vest. It's now technically Dwight's. But anywho, so we're going to start this off saying the 100th episode was good. Don't get me wrong. It was good for an episode. But being the 100th episode, it was a very disappointing. Like, there were some good callbacks, like where Rick in the first episode looked through the window, looked under the car, took off his hat, all of that. Carl did the same thing in one of the scenes. One of the opening scenes, as a matter of fact. And it was kind of like an introduction to a new character. I don't know his name. They didn't really give him a name, so it could be anybody. There's some speculation that it's this guy or this other guy or something. I actually personally thought it was someone from Fear the Walking Dead, but I was wrong, because I don't really watch Fear the Walking Dead, though, so I don't know the characters that well. Like, he just looked kind of familiar, but he was just on another TV show, so I was like, oh, okay. But, this episode, it was a whole plan more so, and I feel like they should have done more with this. So they had a whole plan to gather up a bunch of walkers. Daryl, Tara, Carol, and Morgan had this big plan to gather up a bunch of walkers from all these explosions and then take them over to the Sanctuary, which is the Savior's place, the Savior's compound. And that's basically what they did, and that was awesome. I love that. That was great, like they did in season 6, where they brought all the walkers away from the place, and then they met up, and then they found the Saviors, which is also kind of a callback to that, which is kind of cool. I don't remember, there were some other little callbacks, like Carol was looking at a flower. We also saw that in the trailer for the Comic-Con one, you know, maybe for Sophia, or look at the flowers, Lizzie and Mika, you know, maybe that. But yeah, then you had Rick, Maggie, and Ezekiel all gather a bunch of cars and then put like pieces of the walls on them, and then drive around and block the walkers in to the Sanctuary, so that I guess the walkers couldn't leave, basically, after they were there. Well, they could leave, there was small ports, but it was enough to push them in. I'd say it's more so for the Saviors couldn't leave, so that they got boxed in. And then they shot up the whole Sanctuary and everything, and that was awesome. That was great. Don't get me wrong, it was a good episode, just not a 100th episode is my problem. But anyway, it was really good. And then you know, it had another callback from the other one. It's like where Rick says, "Are you gonna make me count?" And then Negan's just sitting there smiling. It's like, hey, you got that from me. Wow, we're like we're wearing off on each other. We're gonna be best bros in no time. But I don't know how he's gonna go, whether or not he's gonna die, because in the comics he's still alive, as many people know if you read the comics. So I don't know how that is all gonna go, even though Rick said multiple times, "I will kill you." So I don't think so, unless he saves Rick or something like that. But anyway, so the three communities, they all gather up and they try to flush Negan out of the sanctuary. It doesn't exactly work, and then they try to get him with some walkers. Then you have Gregory, which they try to use influence, but Jesus, Paul Monroe, is there, and he helps Maggie's, support Maggie, and it's like, oh yeah, no, she's the leader, this guy's not. So, nobody really cares, nobody leaves. Gregory's basically out, and then Gregory takes off in the car that Gabriel was in, the priest, and then he leaves him for dead, because that's the type of person that Gregory is. I don't remember exactly what happens. I'm pretty sure Gregory is still alive in the comics. I'm not entirely sure, because they've kind of drifted away from that, because you got the Whispers now. That's a big part of it, so, yeah. And then Gabriel gets stuck in the RV with Negan, and then he's, and then that's going to be like the hostage for Negan, so he could maybe bribe over Rick or something like that. But this was not a 100th episode type of thing. So what I mean by that is, it was a good episode. It was really good. It was a Walking Dead episode. Like it was a lot better than a lot of the others, especially like any of season 4, except for one where Herschel dies. I like that episode, but everything else is very slow and paced, and it's not good. But this episode was really good. It didn't have 100th episode material. It wasn't like it was a celebration. But this episode also, it was only an hour compared to Talking Dead that was 2 hours long. Now that doesn't make sense to me. I don't know about you guys. But why would you give 2 hours to the show that talks about the show that's having its 100th episode? Talking Dead isn't having its 100th episode. Walking Dead is. So why do you do that? I don't understand. They should have made it at least an hour and a half, maybe for each, at the very least. I don't think giving 2 hours to Talking Dead was the right thing. Tell me, guys, what you think in the comments below, but I don't think it was the right call to make. I really don't. I did really like the episode, though. I'm not dissing the episode at all. It was really good how they got all prepared, and they were ready to fight, and that worked out perfect, but it wasn't as good as a 100th episode should have been. It was supposed to be the whole celebration. There was this whole big thing in LA. It was live. They had a whole marathon for it to come back like they do every season and everything. And there was like sneak peeks. Oh, this is how you make this. Oh, this is how you made this episode, etc., etc. Like that was all cool. But then you have the episode, and it's compared to everything else that was there. Sometimes when you see the reveal, it's more disappointing than the hype to it. Like Batman v Superman, like, oh, it got so much hype. Are you kidding me? Then you saw it, and then you watched it, and you thought about it, and it's just, no, it's just not a good movie. So I'm not saying it was a bad episode. I'm just saying it wasn't a celebration-worthy episode. But that's my opinion. Tell me, guys, what you think in the comments below. I'm going to try to be doing these Friday and Saturday, so at least 2 a week, maybe 3, sometimes Sunday, maybe to say, oh, what this is going to happen, or something like this, or we'll see. But these type of videos, the ones that are going to be talking about the episodes the week before, we're going to start going out on Friday. I just did this one Saturday because I already done this video on the Shield yesterday. So I'll put a link in this comment or description below, which is awesome. I really like this thing. If you guys haven't got one, I highly recommend you go get one. Also, I now have an Instagram and Twitter page that you guys can go follow to talk about all my newest updates, all the times I'm going to be posting videos and stuff, and it's going to be awesome. Make sure that you guys tell your friends. You know, I will make this channel a lot more active. So that's all I really got. Tell me, guys, what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And go check out this video, and I'm going to put another link in the description for this guy right here, Lucille, or technically girl. This thing's also pretty cool. I'm going to try to get the blood version of this, and we'll try to get a nice review about that, maybe around Black Friday, hopefully, we'll see. So yeah. That's all I really got. That's my opinion. Tell me, guys, what you think, and I'll see you in probably another one of these next week, or if something really like if a good character dies on The Walking Dead, then I'll post a video right the next day. So Sunday, then I'll post one Monday morning, or well, not Monday morning because I have school, but Monday afternoon or sometime like that. see you guys in whatever video I make next.